Hi.
Hi.
I'm Isabelle.
And I'm Hannah.
And this is Everything We
Knit in 2024. Thanks for joining us today. We'll kind of go through everything we worked on this year. Which is, and as we do so, kind of like reflect on the year and how it went for us knitting-wise.
Yeah. And disclaimer is that we did not knit a sweater a week, or even a month, or even every 2 months. And Hannah, we were just like smiling because last year, well, you can say what you said.
Well, okay, so last year we did this, and I'm always just like, I feel like I'm still just caught up in like the magic that's knitting, and I'm like, oh my god, we made 3 sweaters. Yeah. So last year we probably like made 3 sweaters each or something, like 3 to 4 sweaters for ourselves that we made. And I, in the video last year, was like, wow, like this is crazy, like we've made 3 sweaters, like imagine like, buying 3 sweaters, that's so many, like during the winter season, that's amazing. And some lovely viewer who I'm sure like meant this in the nicest way, and it was
and
really
we received
sweet.
it in the nicest way.
Yeah, we received it in the nicest way, but it was also just like kind of funny because it was putting me in my place. Was like, you guys are so lovely, like you find joy in your 3 sweaters, whereas like every other podcaster has like 20, and I'm like
and I will say I love watching the ones with 20.
Oh my god, amazing.
Like, I drool and I'm on Ravelry and I'm like a little,
Yeah, like absolute knitting divas doing their magic.
But yeah, this would be different than that.
Yes, and also today we're also going to be filming our January knits, so I'll talk a little bit about the sweater and like other stuff. So this episode we won't talk anything about like whips or recent FOs.
And it's like funny because, for example, if we're talking about like what I knit in 2024, I knit like, for example, all but like 1 sleeve of a sweater that I'm going to show in the next video.
Yeah.
And like, so,
I know, yeah, and like I feel like we have it's also interesting, like it's always interesting doing a podcast with you, but we have very different like knitting approaches. Like I feel like you have a lot of lovely whips and like always have something different.
You kind of do finish your
based
things.
On your I do, but then I also like this past year did a lot of gift knits in the first half of the year, and then
whereas this last year I did a lot of gift knits. This year was I only have 2 small ones.
Yeah.
I also just forgot what I was gonna say. So never mind.
Okay. Something I was thinking about, which you remind me of, is I feel like since I've started in the knitting verse, like being in the knitting verse, since mostly 2020, I feel like we started getting really like involved online in knitting.
Yeah.
The term selfish knitting has gone away, which like I knew there was kind of like a movement for that, but it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, these are my selfish knits. Like I feel like that was such a thing in like 2020, 2021. And then everyone's like, no, it's not selfish. Like, you're knitting for yourself. Yeah. It's good. And yeah, I don't know. It's nice that it's gone away, so.
Yeah, I agree. Also, we're both in grad school and busy.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest thing is that, like, life update. We're both in school. So, like, yeah, our productivity is not going to be what it maybe once was or will be in the future. But
totally.
That's beautiful and also reflects that journey.
Perfect.
Okay, you start us off because you certainly have more things than I do.
So this year, I knit 3 sweaters, a shawl, a small scarf, 2 hats, 2 mittens, and another small scarf. And half of the squares of a massive blanket.
Oh my god.
Which I don't have because we haven't finished sewing it together.
That blanket is so incredible. I cannot. We should do an entire episode just like on that blanket, to be honest.
Honestly,
with Victoria.
Yeah. My girlfriend and I are both knit half the squares and we're sewing them together. It's called our love blanket. She doesn't like that name, but it's it's what it's called. So I'm not the boss. But I am because I did come up with that name. But so actually I knit so much this year. Yeah,
you knit literally, you were going crazy this year. Yeah.
I felt like I did, but my output is not. So, okay, the first sweater is not here, but I'll put in a picture. It's the Wonder Fluff, it's the Big Rib sweater by Jessie May in Wonder Fluff yarn from Knit Picks, fabulous yarn. However, it's not here because it was on my bedroom floor and my cat laid on it and it is covered in like fluff and schmutz.
Your cat is obsessed with the Big Rib.
Yeah.
Your cat is literally obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also your cat has an amazing name, which is Bugsy Seagull.
Yeah, she's named after the famous Jewish gangster. She's really cute and she needed some clout. I'll put a picture of Bugsy here.
Perfect.
But I love that sweater. The sleeves are too short, and I do have more yarn, so at some point I will be elongating the sleeves. Also, one is longer than the other. I don't know how that happened. because I do believe in my heart that they are the same number of rows. However, I could be wrong. It's too fluffy and black for me to count anyway. So that's that sweater. I really like the fit.
You wore to Rhinebeck this year also, right?
I don't remember.
I think you wore to Rhinebeck.
Okay, yeah. I feel like this year's Rhinebeck wears were like such a blur. Like I just was like, what do I have?
Yeah, I feel like this was also the first year where neither of us really.
We didn't knit for Rhinebeck.
We didn't knit for Rhinebeck, which is fine. I mean, I also had like so many beautiful sweaters that.
That's how I feel.
It felt like there was less of that discourse this year, but maybe I'm just like not. Also, was watching less YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's like how I feel. I feel like I at least don't want to feel pressured to do that, and I'm knitting all the time, so I'll just bring what I like.
Yeah.
However, this year we did buy. Our little group that went together all bought the same skein of yarn, if you want to show it.
Yeah.
And we're all going to knit like a hat or a head piece or something.
It's Wandering Flock singles.
Yes, so we can be like a crew and have your like, what's your group picture?
Oh, we're going to be so cute. Yeah. I can't wait. It's October 17th. I just
I know, I just put it in my calendar.
I was so excited.
So
it's going to be amazing.
So that's like a cute way that we're still having the like energy of...
Yeah. I would, and like, at least even if like we don't do a sweater just for the event. Oh my god, imagine this. It's like combo. Amazing.
No, you're obviously this is gonna be rearranged.
I think it has to be worn at least once. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we have not talked about our FOs of 2024.
I said one.
Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, should I do one that's not here? Also, this year I don't know exactly how much of everything I did. I know I finished 2 sweaters, 2 tank tops that went away, like a baby vest. I did my big bow from last episode. I have mittens here. A lot of little like accessories, but basically the 2 big ones were 2 sweaters, and then also 2 sweaters, which I'll show in our next episode, that I knit primarily in 2024, but just finished in January.
And you did a bunch of gift knits, right?
Yeah, I did a bunch of
gift knits. We said that right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about one that's not here?
Sure. I will talk about the which one should I talk about? The lace. What is that sweater called? The sun-appled lace.
The dabbled?
Okay, honestly.
Dappled?
You start on one. I'll figure out the name of the sweater that I worked on for 6 months. Let's just move on. Okay. It happens.
My next one is another black one, and I'm wearing a black sweater. So this year I really wanted to make like things that were like throw it on. And it sort of worked, but I don't also know. This is like really not cute to like just like hold up. But it's the Ian sweater by who is it by? November Knits. It's knit in...
It's not Io Knits.
No, it's November Knits, I think. It's knit in Knitting for Olive. I think like plus size garments are just like really awkward to like display. It's also pretty fuzzy because it's black and the light is really showing that. But
that's so funny. You can't even see that. Is it like a different dye lot?
Yeah, but in the camera, you can
it's so funny. You literally cannot see it in person. I never noticed that before.
Yeah, that's funny. But the whole thing is like, this giant like slit on the sides, big split hem. Everybody, I think, knows pretty much the sweater, and it's knit in Knitting for Olive, heavy merino.
Yeah.
And I don't really wear it because I think I wish that the split was higher up.
Oh, interesting.
So.
Yeah, Mackenzie from M to the Third was just talking about this
one. Is amazing.
And she was saying that I think she did the split a little bit higher. She just did an episode. Oh my god, I want to talk about like vlogmases this year because that is what I was like so deep in. Like her vlogmas is amazing, and in one of them she talked about, she did an Everything I Knit in 2024, and she was talking about that sweater, and she was saying that like I think she modified it so that it would be higher here, so you can see your waist more.
That's what I should have done.
And she was like, it's more defined that way. Like it's slightly.
Hers is amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I honestly probably could just like do some surgery.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Mean, you could literally basically
just cut off a little.
Or what's it called when you I don't know why I'm blanking. Like when you cut. Yeah, you could just basically steek it, right? You could like reinforce the edges and steek.
I don't know, maybe. I'll look into it. But I do wear it sometimes, but it's just a little bit, it's like very long.
Yeah.
It's like a little.
I feel like long sweaters are just, well, I feel like with that you could do like baggy and baggy. You know what I mean? Like
but
big
I can't
hands.
Like tuck it in. So there's just
there's just a lot of filler.
Excuse me. I was sick, but I'm not anymore, but I have a cough.
Everyone was so sick, yeah.
Everybody in the world. Okay, so that's that. I do like this yarn a lot. but I kind of wish that I had done this like fuzzier.
Yeah.
Like a fluffy, smaller thing.
Yeah.
And maybe not black, actually. I thought...
It feels too basic, like you're not drawn to it?
I don't know. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's really cute. Maybe
well, you could just try styling it, like...
Yeah.
You know, knits are hard like that because I feel like they live for so... You see them so styled on other people for a long time that it's, like, hard to be like, how does this integrate into my own wardrobe? Whereas, like, if you buy a ready-to-made, your first kind of interaction with it, unless you've been, like, online shopping for a long time, usually is, like, it on your body, so...
But honestly, I'm literally wearing a black crew neck, and this is a black crew neck. But it's just...
But it's a different silhouette entirely.
Yeah.
You know, it's more... Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
I
will show one of mine, which is...
So good.
Yeah. This is the Jacon sweater, which is knit in Earl Grey fiber. Yeah.
I don't know if that helps.
Which
actually.
doesn't exist anymore.
I know.
Earl Grey Fiber Company. And they were really cute. Like, that was fun. I bought this at Woolen Folk in...
The year it was good.
In 2020.
The year was the best festival I've ever been to.
2022, right? Was that 2023? No. Because it was just 2024. 2023 was like...
Oh, yeah, 2022.
Yeah, 2022. If you know, you know. Yeah. Which I bought in 2022 and like couldn't love knitting on this more. I actually think I have like a fair amount of this yarn left, which I would love to use or something because it's just the most beautiful. It's a cashmere merino nylon. And you know, it's so funny. It's
not pilled at all.
No, it hasn't pilled at all, which is funny because a lot of cashmere merino nylons, like, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that the sleeve was. Yeah, I modified it by extending the sleeves like much longer. It's supposed to be just like not even a 3/4 sleeve, like a half sleeve.
Like an above the elbow.
Yeah, above the elbow.
Which is cute.
Which is also cute.
I like what you did. It's more everyday. It's more everyday wearable that way.
Exactly. And I also modified it because I couldn't do, like, for some reason, the ribbed cast on where you like start knitting it and then knit immediately the ribbed neckline and then go into the body was like so hard for me to do. So I just cast on and then went back later and knit the rib on the collar, which honestly I feel like is better because I think it feels more structured, right? I think if you...
Yeah, I like that better.
When you pick up and knit the collar versus like if you immediately start it, like I think it has a tendency to kind of grow. Especially this is slightly a heavier, you know, it has merino, it has cashmere, it's like slightly a heavier sweater. But yeah, this is like one of the nicest yarns I've ever knit with. I really wish they were still dyeing yarn. I would certainly buy it again. And I wasn't wearing it for a while and now I've been like wearing it all the time. Like I just found the right pants for it and
it's really cute.
Yeah.
And it's light. Like I feel like one of the reasons that I haven't been wearing a ton of my sweaters is because they're so heavy.
Yeah.
And I think this might be the year of more fingering weight. Or at least just like one DK no mohair because you just throw it on.
Yeah. I've been loving this. And also it's one of those sweaters where people are like, you knit that? You're like,
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's been really cool. So been loving that.
Great color too.
All right, what did you finish?
Okay, this one is also, again, like I'm like, it's sort of goofy to hold it up, but maybe I'll put it on over my...
Yeah, it would look good with that.
It's
beautiful.
It's like silly. So this is my novice cardigan. It is petite knit pattern, and the yarn that I used is
Mancholopi or
it's not, I don't know, I think it might be Mancholopi.
No, isn't it like the Spanish one?
Yeah, it's a Spanish yarn. It's on my Ravelry. Let's see. I was looking at that.
I will look it up.
It's a little bit goofy like this, but I actually this is probably my most worn. I'll do it with like a little tank top and then like tuck it into wide leg black pants, and it's like a go-to outfit. It's so soft. So okay, it's knit in gray unspun, held with white Surrey from Retrosaria Rosa Pomar that I got when I was in Portugal in Lisbon. And I was inspired by Andrea of Knit LA's pink What?
Manchilopis, yeah.
It's Manchilopis?
Wool Dreamers Manchilopis, yeah.
Perfect.
Manchilopis.
Manchilopis?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really, I also, like a dum-dum, like, the, like, cakes of Unspun are held double, just, like, wound double.
Yeah.
And I, like, went through and separated it as I was knitting.
And you're not supposed to?
No, so I held it, like, half.
Oh, really?
Which is why I have so much left over.
But it looks, like, I feel like you wouldn't want it denser.
I wouldn't want it denser, so
yeah.
I feel great about that. But
it's crazy how it looks like an Aran weight, even though it's, like, held literally single.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and what I love about it is that it's, like, it is actually not oppressively warm, which is why I can actually wear it. It is a little just, like, gigantic.
It looks so good, though.
And it'd probably look cuter, like, if I was standing and styling it, but hopefully you get the idea. It's like a cape.
I really like it.
I love it, too.
Yeah, it's
so
beautiful.
This one's definitely win, and I wear it when I was sick and I was cold with my, like, fever.
Oh,
I was, like,
bundled up in it.
Totally. It was, like, just, like, putting it on and taking it off, and it was just, like, the best.
It looks really beautiful, yeah.
It's a good, like, jammy, over the jammies kind of a
It looks
deal.
awesome.
So, yeah.
And you just, like, that one flew off your needles, basically.
It was really fast. I super recommend the novice sweater. It's a fun...
It's a circular yoke.
It's a... Yeah, which I hadn't done. So you
yeah.
just, like... It's like you decrease it, like, I don't know why my brain wants to say, like, exponentially, but, like...
Yeah.
It was, like, so chill.
Nice. Yeah. I would love to knit that one. I think it looks really good.
Cool.
Okay, you do another one because I only have, like, one more.
Okay, so this one's hilarious. I did my half wrap and I actually never showed it on here. And the reason it's hilarious is, okay, well, first I'll just talk about it. So this half is, don't laugh at me.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Wait,
I'm laughing.
did you see the hilarious part yet even? Okay, fine. I'll say why it's hilarious.
Okay, yeah.
This is why it's hilarious. I ran out of yarn and I just, like, ended it early.
Nice. Yeah.
Because they didn't sell this anymore. So this is a linen quill in the colorway I don't give a fuck and
okay.
I don't know. And this is what?
You need to be fired from YouTube. I'm sorry. Like, what?
They already were, like, booted ones.
Yeah.
And this is Posy, which is
I will pull up these yarn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's on my Ravelry. Okay, Hannah's looking it up.
Oh my god, obviously it's not on your Ravelry.
I can find out, but
is it, like, not, like, mushroom or something? Or,
it's like dusty
pink,
dusty peony or something. I'm sorry. I don't even know if they still have it. Like,
okay.
You can choose your own colors, but
okay. Amazing.
No, should we edit that out?
No, I love it. I literally love it.
I'm like, it's whatever dusty pink they have on Purl or something.
It's true.
Okay.
If you actually, like, care, you go on the website and figure it out. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I think you're right.
This is
That's Posy.
This is Posy, which is merino and cashmere, and it was a sock and nylon, I guess. It was a sock base that I loved. That's also discontinued from Soho. It's quite a bit like a heavier fingering than this one. But they look so freaking good together.
They look amazing. Do you ever wear it?
No, but I sort of just put it away because I was embarrassed.
Wait, okay.
Now I'm like, I should.
Wait, wear it, like, yes, literally wear it. And yours is nice. So you did a size 3 needle, I think, right? Or did you do size 4?
I have no idea.
Well, yours looks so much, like, smaller than mine's in a good way. Like, it's more wearable.
Really?
Wait.
I feel like it looks ridiculous.
Okay. Honestly, I just feel like our generation shawls are hard. I'm sorry.
It's too big.
But also,
but
like,
I like it as a couch blanket.
I love shawls. I think there's nothing prettier than look at to knit. I think if you're of a certain...
If it were to be a shawl, it would need to be bigger for me. Because it's like... It doesn't...
You can't do the whatever, the...
Yeah, like I would need like a little...
Little Women vibes. Little Women,
yeah,
Outlander.
I don't know. Actually... No, yeah, like it's not a plus size shawl, but it is.
It is not a plus size.
You know what I was actually?
It's funny. They should grade shawls like
yes,
XL, 100%.
Well, they do have like different sizes, but I was actually thinking about frogging this half and binding off just.
Oh my god! Wait, I love that idea.
Because actually, that I think would work because part of why it doesn't wrap around is because it's like so dense.
And also, this is so much more like elastic than like the cashmere nylon. Yeah. Wait, stop. You look like you're in Star Wars. I love it.
Yeah. Do you actually think I should do that and just have like a
Honestly,
little...
I kind of like it, yeah.
I mean, I do just like love them together.
Yeah, they are really pretty together. I don't know. Like, it has been a winter and you haven't worn it, right? So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. It's beautiful. I want to knit another one of these. Actually, I think I'm going to do... Okay, we need a... Well, actually, I think I want to do the Soho square as a blanket.
Well, this has been in my couch blanket basket.
Yeah, perfect.
And I've
it's
never used it. Yeah. But I'm using it now and it's nice.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay, I can talk about one thing that I knit, which is the Nordisk Summer Talk by Witcher Knits, which I've done a few of. And I always do it in... Actually, I did it in bamboo... Let me see what I did it in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This one, the Nordic Summer Talk.
Cute.
Oh, it's Kobasi, which is cotton bamboo silk by Haiku. Haiku is like an interesting brand. They actually did the socks I'm wearing right now, which are like bamboo sock yarn, which are made with the bamboo sock yarn. But yeah, it's just called the Nordic Summer Talk. We'll put a picture here. I've knit that pattern a few times. It's not size inclusive, but it would be very easy to modify because it's a very basic, simple pattern. So anyway, yeah.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Okay, the next thing. So, sorry. This I've never worn, but I loved it.
Oh, but it's so pretty.
I think that this was this year, according to my like list on my phone. It was this year. This is the...
Is it the Turtle Dove or?
Yes, thank you so much. This is the Turtle Dove shawl by Sari Nordland. It was her Advent shawl.
People have really been knitting it. Like,
it's so
it
cute.
Really took off.
Also, if it was like bigger.
Maybe it's not
cute
plus
on
size.
you. Maybe it's not plus size. No, you literally.
You know what I think you kind of need is like.
It needs to be like longer.
You need like a bolo, like.
Oh, that's actually adorable.
Yeah, but I don't know what you would do. Like, do you get like a leather thing? Like a leather shawl clip? Do you get...
Yeah, or like a little like a napkin ring.
But I mean, that's like literally what you need.
Yeah,
you need like a napkin ring. Yeah.
Well, I sort of thought about putting it like under the lapel of my wool coat.
Yeah.
And just like living there.
Yeah.
Like that, but that's like kind of pointless. But it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
I knit it in.
You want me to tell you?
No, I actually know this
okay.
one. Undyed alpaca. In the base is called Latte from Nomad Yarns.
Nice.
That's a hack that I do. Well, because I used to buy yarns from there when I was dyeing yarns, and it's cheaper if you want like a cream yarn. I've used this alpaca yarn like a million times, and it was one of the bases for my little Hanukkah yarn thing this year. And I used it. I held it with a mohair from Les Petits Pois Paris, which is like they deliver and they do custom dyes, and I love her yarns with all my heart. So this was like leftovers from another project. And it was so fun to do like every week of Advent, like the next part came out. So it's just like silly and cute.
And you and Victoria both made it, right?
Victoria didn't end up finishing hers, but she did learn how to cable on it.
And I've never done bobbles. Are these bobbles?
Yeah, it's not fun to do bobbles.
Yeah, I've heard it's like literally the worst thing ever.
But like, I like this like squiggle.
Yeah, it seems really, it's like perfect. Like,
it's just like fun.
Yeah.
And it was like, I could, you did a fourth at a time. So it's just like, tee-hee. But I obviously finished it. I just want to see. Actually, like, see what I mean? It's like, it's not plus size.
Yeah, I feel like it's not plus size. It's also just kind of like a weird... Like, you need this to be more deep of, like you can't really, because it's straight. Like, I feel like you want it to kind of go like that if you were to lay it over. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
This is, like, maybe a very good realization for us, actually. This might be good because I'm, like, I want, like...
Yeah, to feel oversized, yeah.
However, like, more and more, not that I'm, like, planning to have kids anytime soon, but I'm, like, my kids will play with it. my small daughter will love this.
Yeah, this is like a child's shawl.
Right, it's like a kid's scarf. So like, or if somebody I love has a baby, like whatever. Yeah. They can just, then it actually. So that's that, and it's honestly fun. It's beautiful.
Okay, I will do my last FO, which is these were the Olay mittens by Paula Strict. which were knit in actually yarn that I think I have here, but I'll just tell you right now, they were knit in, okay, so Jaeger spun BFL, which is yarn from Maine. It's just like a beautiful
nice.
BFL.
I wish you guys
yarn.
could touch that yarn.
Yeah. And these were like amazing, but I'm so happy. I've worn them like every day this winter. So happy with the finished product. I will say this is, I think, an Aran weight yarn, or actually I think it's a really heavy worsted on like size 4/3s. Like it's like kind of hurts your hands.
Dense.
So, but this was definitely like a finished product knit. Like
I want to make those mittens.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're half fisherman's rib all
They're
the way
super cute.
through.
I actually want to make them in this same combination to match this hat that I made to copy Hannah.
Amazing.
And I never blocked it.
Should we show ours together?
Sure, but yours is better.
I
But
think they look very similar.
I think if I block this, it'll actually feel a little bigger, which is what I wanted.
I don't think I blocked mine. I almost never block hats because I think.
But I'm like, yours is like significantly wider than mine. And taller, for sure.
Can I try yours on?
Yeah.
Should I just switch? I think I have a smaller head than you also.
Yeah. No, but yours is obviously bigger and better.
Yeah, I don't know. It almost feels like, did you knit yours as long as me? I think so.
Yeah, because you told me your measurements.
Yeah.
I think mine is like,
I think it's just because the yarn, my base yarn was.
your yarn is a little thicker.
Yeah, it was Woolfolk, I think the DK.
Yeah.
Not the fingering weight.
And I used a Sport.
Yeah.
And a Surrey. But I used a Surrey, not a mohair. Yeah. Well.
Oh,
so
wait, show this one. That's
yeah, I will. But I'm going to make mittens to match.
That'll be really nice.
And potentially also, I want to do the Sophie hood. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I can't decide if I want to do the same color or if I want to do like a dark gray so that I can wear it over this.
Oh my god.
Because like if it was white and white, that's like goofy.
Yeah.
Okay. Every year I make my girlfriend, this is the third one in a row, a Christmas hat.
Oh my god.
This was her request. It's like so goofy, but it's actually adorable. It's my first time wearing it actually. It's really cute.
It looks great.
My first time wearing it, like since it's been like stretched out a little. See, I think hats like need a little bit of breaking in or like a good block and stretch.
Yeah.
This is I don't remember what it's called, but it's by Hohi Locatelli. And it's really funny. She's like, it's just called a like very warm hat or something, like in a different language, and in like a Scandinavian language. And it's knit in Camellia Fiber Company, in their Pride colorway, rainbow sprinkles.
That looks amazing.
In their,
I love that.
I forget what it's called, the base, but it's really, it's like a blown yarn and it's super fluffy.
Yeah. Wow.
I think it has like cotton and alpaca. I think it's one of those. It starts with an S. It's super floppy and delicious. It's like
it's like a little dumpling on the top.
Yeah, so it
feels
actually
like you're making like an audacious dumpling.
You like fold it and sew it down. So it's cool.
That's
audacious dumpling. That's funny.
The audacious dumpling. I love this yarn. I would like love to make a sweater out of it.
Victoria's making a sweater out of the mohair version. Held with the same white alpaca because it's like one of my favorite all-time yarns.
Yeah.
And it doesn't pill. And it's really subtle and nice. However, I will say if you are wanting to make a sweater in the Rainbow Sprinkles colorway, which comes back every June, you should just note that if you're doing 2 yarns held double, for example, a mohair, it is very, very subtle sprinkles as compared to like a yarn like DK, like we were gonna do like she was gonna do like the mohair with like a soft pink, but you couldn't see the color at all. Like it had to be white, and it's very subtle. So
that's interesting.
We did that because we thought it would pill less than this in a sweater.
Yeah.
Stuff to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also made these socks, which I have now washed and dried twice. So I'm like,
really? Do you machine wash them?
It was an accident the first time, and it was fine. It's like a little wonky, but like
wait, they're amazing.
So these are just like vanilla socks by Actually, this heel is a little fucked. No, but it's like fine. It's fine. It's just like, you know, it like looks silly.
I love.
They're the vanilla socks by Summerly Knits.
They're I'm So Basic.
I'm So Basic socks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And they're cotton and merino nylon, which is why I think they're machine washy.
Yeah. They're awesome.
And they're great.
Nice.
So yippee.
I did the big bow from Andrea, aka LA Knits.
The party bow.
The party bow, which was amazing, and I wore it all holiday season.
You did?
Yes, of course. So I had meant it to be my Rhinebeck knit, and it is made with vintage Angora yarn. It sheds so much. We are still
found some in my house this morning.
Of course, literally just from coming here. Like, we find it everywhere. Yeah, it's insane. So anyway, it was the best thing I've like ever knit. I would make a million more. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, sorry, the coughing. We have 2 gift knits. This was not supposed to be a gift knit. I made these for myself.
They are so intricate and beautiful. I don't think you've shown them on the podcast finished.
No, I don't think so either. And I don't remember what they're called.
Okay, they're called the Sockte Mittens.
Okay, yes.
By Siri Nilsson. I've never even heard of that designer.
They're knit in Camellia Fiber Company's Sylvan DK, which is cashmere, alpaca, and I think a little bit of silk.
I need this DK in my life.
And it's so expensive. I actually just signed up for a test knit, and I was freaking out because I really want to buy that yarn because it's a DK.
Oh my god.
But it's like obviously $38 for like 240 yards.
Wow. Yeah, that's expensive.
So it'd be like, but I mean,
wait,
they
why
look good
are
on
these a
you.
gift?
Because I made them for myself, and then my mom like loved them so much.
God.
And I was like,
they are one of the most beautiful things you've ever knit.
I know, and this was made. I made it with like free yarn because it was my friend's leftovers from a sweater she made her boyfriend in this.
She knit in Sylvan.
Oh
my gosh.
And she was
who?
Stephanie. She was like moving, and she was like her leftovers, and I was like, yes, please.
Oh my God.
So. But like my mom wore, I found them in her jacket pocket this morning when I went to take them.
Oh, that's really cute.
So
yeah,
like she wears them, and honestly, no, I mean I would wear them. They're like very nice.
Maybe you have to make another pair.
Shit.
And they don't pill at all. Like, oh my god.
No, it's like nice.
This yarn is crazy.
Maybe I should buy the like gray or cream and do this as matching mittens with my white hat.
Yeah.
Okay, who knows?
That was it a really hard pattern? Or?
No, it was so fun. And
really?
it has little bobbles. So you could learn to do bobbles with it. I did it because one of those twins who knits knit it.
Oh wow.
And I like loved it.
Yeah, they're so interesting. They just like look like beautiful.
They flew. I think I did them in like 3 days because it was like such an addictive repeat pattern.
That's great. Those are really cool.
Yeah, and then my final gift knit and also final knit of the year was this little neck gaiter for my dad.
Amazing.
It is the Purl Soho herringbone scarf. I think it's supposed to be just like a scarf, but I made it into a gaiter. And
it guzzles yarn, right? Or no?
No.
No, okay.
And it was like a fun stitch. I'm like, wee. This is also scrap yarn. It is pilling a little bit actually, but he like wears things hard.
Well,
he's been wearing it like every day.
I feel like we haven't knit in like a superwash merino in ages, and like I think they just do pill, right?
Is that why? This is the Wandering Flock DK, a scrap from a sweater from like 5 years ago, held with one of Stephanie's random like cashmere silk remnants. It's like a slight marl.
Nice.
And I did it in like a week. And I'm so happy because I've made him a thick scarf and a thin dainty scarf. And he was like, can I have a scarf in between? And he literally wears this every time he goes out.
Wait, that's so nice. I love when like your gifts get worn.
Yeah, and he like never lets me knit for him. Like he's like,
he asked for it. He was like, can you?
I was like, I really want to make you something because you're really, so that was awesome. So that was my final knit of the year.
I also want to share one gift knit because it was so... Oh wait, I have 2 more things to talk about. One was the kids vest by Joelle Hoverson from Last Minute Knitted Gifts. Joelle Hoverson's like the owner of Purl Soho. That vest ended up,
fun.
Yeah, really cool. That I've knit from that book a lot. It's like the only book I talk about. But that vest ended up really cute, so we'll put a picture. I duplicate stitched a heart on top of it for my baby cousin. And then the last thing was the Deep Summer Dappled Lace Raglan by James N. Watts. Oh, actually the pattern is just called the Dappled Lace Raglan by him. And yeah, that sweater I knit in one strand of Holst Coast Garn.
Lace weight.
Yeah, lace weight on a size 4 needle. It took me forever. I found it like a really not fun experience to knit that. And honestly, I think the sweater is too small. So it happens. Would not recommend holding that yarn single.
You think it's too small?
It's fine. I think it's
just not like comfy cozy.
It's just like not, well, it was never gonna be. It was like a lace sweater. I think it was just like slightly too small. I think, did I technically test that? No, I didn't test it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I wanted it to be like kind of tight fitting, but it needs to be slightly more oversized. And that yarn, I think, because it's a cotton, like grows in a very interesting way, so it doesn't have that much elasticity. But it's still really beautiful. Like it's one of those knits that you're like, wow, that's stunning. So hopefully this summer I'll wear it more. But yeah,
awesome.
Is that it?
I think that's it. This is us later because I forgot to. I also made these mittens.
Yay!
These are the Fiddlehead, I think, mittens
from
Purl Soho. Really, really fun. Not super warm because it's at a big gauge, but fabulous.
Do you wear these at all?
These are my everyday mittens because I don't like things too warm. And the little girl I babysit for also steals them from my pockets every day and wears them because she loves them.
They're so fun. And these are like one of those things where like, this yarn was made for this pattern.
Oh yeah, and I wouldn't recommend the pattern for other yarn. But literally she's so cute. She'll be like, find my hand. And then she'll like do weird things inside them and be like, and I'll have to like squeeze and find her hand.
Oh,
so, yay.
Do we want to talk about like this a little bit?
Sure.
I don't know. I just thought it'd be like nice to end the year talking about something really cool that Isabelle did.
Thanks.
Okay, well, you start us off.
So, I love dyeing yarn with natural dyes. For a minute, I was like, maybe this will be a business, but it turns out I hate being a businesswoman.
Totally.
But I think that having like a 8 Days of Yarn Hanukkah surprise yarn thing is like really fun and special. And the first year I did it,
it was Herschel, right?
It was Herschel and the Hanukkah Goblins themed. And this year I did Shtetl Girl. And Hannah got it was like 8 minis or 4 full skeins.
I just saw this, I can't stop laughing. So like basically she would do, you did do 8 minis, but like they were packaged together. So it was like 4 nights of like yarn, 4 nights of trinkets.
Yeah.
So can I show some of the things?
Yeah.
Like these are the most beautiful stitch markers.
And I made them. I like bought the beads and stuff. Which honestly, I recommend to anybody who needs a little project. It's like buy some wire and like some pliers. And beads that you like, and you can make so many. You can have such fun.
So it says, did you know the Talmud says fish are a good omen and protected from the evil eye?
And love fishy.
And then the yarn is all amazing. I'll show a few of my favorites. I always love that yellow, but like just totally beautiful, vibrant, natural dyed yarns. And I just, this one for my favorite, the red is just called Back from the Mikveh. So just doing that what you want.
So let me explain.
You need to explain. Okay, yeah, honestly.
I don't know if people will get it.
Explain on the podcast. I was like, did you just name it that? And then you did just name it that.
So observant Jewish women go to the mikveh, so like around their cycle. So if you're back from the mikveh, means that your period is over and you are ready to fuck.
Yeah.
And it's a blush red, so.
Oh, you think of it as a blush red?
Oh, you were thinking it's blood?
100%.
Like menstruation?
100%.
You know what? I love that it's open to interpretation. And I think that what I really hoped to achieve with this was I don't know if I did this. Some of them might have been like too niche, but I really wanted people to feel really seen and it to just be like a little bit outrageous.
Yeah, it was certainly that.
Like Riot Girl meets Shtetl Girl, like
amazing.
hot pink garlic, you know?
Yeah, oh my gosh, like look at this. So
this one's named Garlic Breath.
Oh,
what's that?
Okay, I honestly don't know that Yiddish word.
Nebbish with a heart of gold. A nebbish is like kind of like a dorky guy.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're amazing, and there's like these amazing purples. So I'm figuring out secret woman stuff, and then my whole family moved to Brooklyn. Like honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good. It made me like smile and laugh all.
Yay.
And like Hanukkah was super fun and late this year, so it was just like the best. Like the holiday season, I feel like continued for a long time.
Because it like started on Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. Okay, I think that's it, and we're about to go film what we knit in January. So stay tuned, and yeah, we're gonna have a double feature.
Be well.
Yeah.